by Altavis. April showers bring May flowers. Hi everyone. I felt like celebrating the bloom of spring, so I'm going to be using some of my favorite polishes to create a lovely soft background for the flowery decals that I have. So first I'm starting with Naked Manicure Perfector. It is a sheer creamy white color. You can apply as many layers as you want to get a saturation of color, but I'm just going to do 2 layers of the white because I'll be piling on several polishes to create this look. So just 2 of the sheer white to get things started. And one of the reasons that I love Naked Manicure because the ingredients are so high quality that this polish lays down nicely. It does not streak. So I love that about a polish because that's what gives you a professional finish when it doesn't have streaks. And also I'm careful to not flood my cuticle with polish. So you want to have a good ratio of polish on the brush so you have enough to lay down on the entire nail plate, but it doesn't flood around the cuticle where it gets kind of goopy and messy. If you do get a little bit of excess polish, just quickly wipe it away if you can. But generally, just grab up enough polish on the brush so you don't overdo it and you have a nice professional finish. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to speed up polishing the right hand. The same rules apply. And this is the first coat. So for the second coat, you're going to see a little bit more coverage, but still not complete coverage because I do want to see a little bit of the outline of my nail. So I'm being careful not to put too much product on the brush so I don't flood the cuticle, so I don't have to do too much cleanup. This next polish I'm using is a brightening polish. This polish is formulated to lift and brighten the yellow tinge to your nails. And depending on how you've been wearing polish over the years, especially if you weren't applying base coat, the color, the pigment in polishes really discolor the nails. So these kind of polishes that brighten the nail are meant to kind of neutralize that yellowing that happens over time. So when you really start to learn more about how to create a really good manicure, you always want to set down a base coat first. So when you start applying colors, it will not stain the nail. And I always apply a base coat. That was the first thing I did before I started applying these colors. The brightener that I'm using is called Cured by Julep. Brighter is better. I love this product line. Such a pretty finish. So just going to apply a second coat. I like that the Brighter is better creates almost a soft lavender to the nail. This is going to give my nails a really great foundation for those decals. A little bit of soft color peeking through is a nice complement to the decals. And for the sake of time, just going to speed up the application on the right hand. Same rules apply. And we get that lovely finish. And before we apply the decals, we want to actually put on the Seche Vite top coat. The Seche Vite top coat is magic. It dries so fast, and it's almost like a vacuum seal covering for your nails. If you've ever vacuum sealed something, you can notice that it grabs up whatever is in it. So Seche Vite grabs up the polish and it seals it all together. So you need to come all the way down to the cuticle line with your Seche Vite. Come all the way up and make sure you get all the way around the corners and the edges of your nail, because when it dries, it vacuum seals all of your layers of polish. And if you don't apply the Seche Vite all the way at the base of the nail, close to the cuticle line, you will see a line of demarcation where the Seche Vite will separate from your polish. It'll almost look like a little plastic river pulling away from the cuticle line if you don't go down far enough. So really make sure when you apply Seche Vite, you come all the way at the cuticle. Don't polish the cuticle itself, but get as close as you can. I love watching how beautifully my nails develop as I'm applying these layers of polish. I could almost just stop here and enjoy this beautiful manicure. However, that is not the plan. We will celebrate spring and I will be applying these beautiful flower decals. So after I do the right hand really quick and let this Seche Vite dry up all these layers, I'm going to start putting on these decals. What colors do you think I'm going to choose? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going for the pink. Pink is just so pretty. It's just such a sweet color. It's soft, it's feminine, and it's a lovely way to start my decal decorating. So this color is going to give me some inspiration for all of the other flowery decals I'll choose. So I'm just going to kind of just separate and spread them out throughout the nail. Just to have some little places where I have some art and some exposed areas where you just see the natural nail with the polished background. I don't want to flood the nail with a whole lot of decals because I do still want the beauty of the nails to shine through. The flowers are just for decoration, but the nail is the show. I like that there is a variety of small flowers in clusters and individual flowers on this decal assortment. There are some different colors on here that I might use later, but some of the other colors didn't have enough of them for all of my nails. So I'll just think about how to incorporate those other colors into another nail art preparation. And these decals are a bit thick. They kind of look like 3D. These decals are not flat, and I like that. Most of the decals that I've used have been flat with maybe a little bit of a rise, but these have a very specific rise, which makes them very unique. And I am doing an assortment of some bigger flowers, smaller flowers. This is a white flower. So I'm pretty much sticking to the theme right now of pink and white, but I am going to do an accent color for the ring finger. And these decals come off pretty easily. They're not as delicate as the flat ones. The flat ones are extremely delicate. You have to be very careful when you go in to peel them off because they can tear very easily. And I like that I don't have to baby these decals. I just go right in and grab it and pull it up, and it all pretty much just comes up in one piece. So I've decided on the purple as my accent color for the ring finger. And purple is definitely in harmony with these assortment of colors. So I have white, I have pink, and now I have the purple. And that's where this little soft tinge of lavender coming through from the nail complements these assortment of colors that I've chosen. So by doing a variation of the larger flowers and the smaller flowers, it creates some nice coverage for the nail, but it doesn't totally cover the nails. There's enough going on to appreciate the nail's natural beauty as well as the nail art. I'm going to finish off this look with the very neutral, small white flowers for the pinky. And these decals lay down on the nails so easy. They adhere right away because they're very sticky. And having that top coat of Seche Vite on is the best base to lay these decals down. Because even if you have to manipulate the decal a little bit to get a better placement, it holds well and doesn't disrupt the nail polish because the Seche Vite is so tough. I finished my right hand off camera, and look at this. It's so pretty. This is a very soft and easy springtime look. It didn't take very long, and this is going to last at least a week. I could probably make it last a little longer, maybe 2 weeks, if I keep applying Seche Vite top coat every other day. And as always, I finished up my manicure with some cuticle oil. And I like to get all the way around the whole cuticle, the side of the nails, and also underneath the nails. I use cuticle oil pretty often, so I keep a nice big jar of it so I can replenish my smaller bottles as needed, so I don't have to keep creating cuticle oil every single time I run out. I have a supply. And I like to add some lovely fragranced essential oils to my cuticle oil, so the whole experience is spa-like for me. My base is usually something that you can find in your kitchen, like avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil. Whatever I have in my kitchen, that's what I use. If I have both oils in my kitchen at the same time, I use a combination of both. These are oils that are natural. They have a natural source of nutrients already built into the oil, so I know that this is good for my nails. These are good for my cuticles. And it is important to apply cuticle oil at least once a day. I try to do it twice a day if I can, if I'm thinking about it. The easiest time to remember cuticle oil is at night before you go to bed, because who wants to go to bed with dry hands? So I have a whole routine of cuticle oil and lotion, and I just like to slather it on so my hands can grab a hold of that moisture and allow it to lock in while I sleep, so I can have soft hands. I'm girly. I like my hands to be soft. And this is just such a pretty nail art design. I love looking down at my hands and seeing beauty. I can keep it all to myself, just for me, or I can share it with others and let them see. The April rain has brought the bloom. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this. Bye for now.